My name's Noah. I'm an alcoholic.
My name's Gabe and I'm a codependent.
Welcome to the stream.
Howdy, y'all. Been a minute since we've been here,
Yes.
but we're back.
Excuse me.
Excited to be. It's a little chilly here today in
Yeah.
Michigan, so we're wearing jackets in the house.
I know. I think it's colder. No, I was going to say it's colder in here than outside. After I started running, I felt I was getting hot.
Yeah, it was nice, like for running weather,
Right.
but not nice for sitting around the house weather.
All right, let's start off with a serenity prayer.
Let's do it. God, grant me the serenity
to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Amen. So today,
What's the word, my nerd?
you just call me a nerd.
My nerd.
Keep coming back. Ooh.
Okay.
Meetings keep us in touch with where we've been, but more importantly, with where we could go in our recovery. In many ways, addicts are different. When we came to AA or NA, we found others like ourselves, people who understood us and whom we could understand. No longer did we feel like aliens, strangers wherever we went. We were at home in these meetings among friends. We don't stop being addicts after we've been clean a while. We still need to identify with other addicts. We continue coming to meetings to keep in touch with who we are, where we've come from, and where we're going. Every meeting reminds us that we can never use drugs successfully. Every meeting reminds us that we'll never be cured, but that by practicing the principles of the program, we can recover. And every meeting offers us the experience and example of other addicts in ongoing recovery. At meetings, we see how different people work their program, and the results are apparent in their lives. If we want the lives we see others living, we can find out what they've done to get where they are. These meetings offer us identification with where we've been and where we can go. Identification we can't do without and can't get anywhere else. That keeps us coming back. Just for today, I will attend a meeting to remind myself of who I am, where I've come from, and where I can go in my recovery. Let me switch it back to us.
Okay.
So welcome to the meeting. Hopefully you're enjoying it.
Howdy, y'all. And a reading about how we need
Dr. Pepper, by the way.
Yeah, the support of other addicts and people like us through meetings or, whatever kind of group or social stuff that we have access to. It's just a unique
New York.
a unique situation to be able to be with other people that struggle the way that we do. And yeah, you don't always find that,
Mm-hmm.
in other areas of life. So it is a place where we can go and not feel out of place, not feel like alien. Is that what it says? Yeah, like aliens, strangers, wherever we went. A place of belonging.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, I think, so important.
Yeah.
Because addiction is so...
I love reading these little... Oh man, I forgot my other books. downstairs. Maybe I'll go run and get them. I love reading these, I don't know, these meditations, these words for the day or whatever you want to call them, and how they are exactly what the old timers say. You know, I've heard keep coming back so many times, and here I am reading it. It's
yeah. Well, I have heard people question like the repetitiveness of like Al-Anon AA literature. Like I know you guys have a bunch of stuff you read at the beginning of a meeting, and so do we. And NA does. Everybody does. And to me, I think that we have to do that. Like I'll never complain about that as repetitive as it gets because we're so forgetful. You know, I think the reason that things stick in our head, like keep coming back and like take it easy and, you know, focus on today, is because we hear it so many times. I think as people and particularly addicts, you know, we're too stupid to hold on to this stuff hearing it once. You know, that would never be enough.
When I read that, when I read the title, it made me feel like almost warm inside, like like it, comfortable feeling, you know, a familiar feeling. Yeah,
right. Right. It's like this other language that you learn, and then you speak it around these other people, and it's very comforting.
It is. So keep coming back.
It works if you work it and give a lot of love.
You gonna go get my books?
Me? Why me?
Keep the stream going. No more clapping.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was mildly entertaining. So let me see. I don't if I have the chat up. I do have the chat up. So, if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, we are a recovery group, addiction based, any kind of addiction, drugs, alcohol, shopping, people, whatever your drug of choice is, we can talk about it here, and the issues that go along with that.
Is it 21st, right?
It is. All right, you want me to read this one?
Yes.
What book is this? Daily Reflections. Okay, cool. A list of blessings. Oh, is this what you read to the dog today?
Yeah.
Good job, Frisbee. Frisbee's in recovery. A list of blessings. One exercise that I practice is to try for a full inventory of my blessings. What did I have to be grateful for? I shut myself up and started listing the blessings for which I was in no way responsible, beginning with having been born of sound mind and body. I went through 74 years of living right up to the present moment. Then, the list ran to 2 pages and took 2 hours to compile. I included health, family, money, AA, the whole gamut. Every day in my prayers, I ask God to help me remember my list and to be grateful for it throughout the day. When I remember my gratitude list, it's very hard to conclude that God is picking on me. Yeah. I mean, I always love like the gratitude idea that gratitude cancels out a lot of things.
Yesterday, maybe it was yesterday, maybe the day before, I was just getting down on myself about, you know, feeling like I'm not successful and looking at all the bad things and not any of the good things, and I'm trying to turn that around and start thinking my higher power for the things that I do have.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me start to feel better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like what?
It really does.
Let's do a few.
For another day sober.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Usually, always. I mean, there's a really big one. I'm thankful for this lovely house that I live in, a warm house. The ability to run and work out every day. Yesterday I did, after my first workout, we went to a meeting and got home, and I really was not feeling the second workout. And I just said to myself, if I was injured or something, I would kill to be able to work out. So I just said, I guess you're gonna go work out for all the people that can't. I'm thankful for even being able to do these streams.
Absolutely. To have like the computer, the internet connection, the like speaking ability, the everything, the mind to set up
somewhat ability to set it up.
Yeah, that's incredible. I like to start my days, and I've heard you do it too, with just thanking God that I woke up alive, that I'm here, that I'm breathing, because that's such a tremendous gift, and if you've lost people around you, you can see that it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed for any of us to wake up and take a breath in the morning,
Right.
So I'm very grateful for that. And sometimes it depends on my mood. Like sometimes I like to think about like the big picture things, like that I was born in America, that I have freedoms like freedom of religion, freedom to choose a career, to work outside the home, to have as many children as I want, to be, whatever I want, I think that's a tremendous blessing. And like, not everyone in the world has that. Not everyone in the world has their next meal.
Right.
Or I do like to, be grateful for like my immediate stuff, like you're talking about, just like that my body can get up and it can stand up and it can go for a run. Like, that's amazing. That my heart pumps and my lungs breathe. I mean, I'm so grateful.
Coughing.
Yeah.
I got runner's cough.
But just being a few weeks ago in the hospital for your dad's surgery, and
right.
There's a
Grateful
lot of people that
it was very scary.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay.
Right. But it just makes me grateful because a lot of people are fighting for that next breath or that next heartbeat. So I feel very grateful that today I'm alive. All of my parts are essentially functioning as they should. My children are alive and healthy, and maybe they don't like me or act exactly the way I want them to, but they're here and they're amazing people. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
You got something else you want to read to us?
Yep. I think this is from 24 Hours a Day.
Okay.
May 21st, AA Thought for the Day. One of the finest things about AA is the sharing. Sharing is a wonderful thing because the more you share, the more you have. In our old drinking days, we didn't do much sharing. We used to keep things to ourselves, partly because we were ashamed, but mostly because we were selfish, and we were very lonely because we didn't share. When we came into AA, the first thing we found was sharing. We heard other alcoholics frankly sharing their experiences with hospitals, jails, and all the usual mess that goes with drinking. Am I sharing? I'm gonna skip the meditation for the day.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't want to scare people with all the God and Lord talk.
Mm. Yeah, I mean,
We can just say that for ourselves.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Yeah.
that's something I'm kind of like working on, and in my own thoughts and in my heart, like how much of my personal faith I share. Because I don't ever want to alienate anybody, and your
Right.
higher power or lack thereof is completely your business.
Mm-hmm.
But my higher power is a big part of my life. So, just like honesty versus like comfort or whatever, I guess.
I'll read it anyways.
Oh, okay.
Meditation for the day. Character is developed by the daily discipline of duties alone. Be obedient to the heavenly vision and take the straight way. Do not fall into the error of calling Lord, Lord, and doing not the things that should be done. You need a life of prayer and meditation, but you must still do your work in the busy ways of life. The busy person is wise to rest and wait patiently for God's guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Dwindler Hall, see?
Mm-hmm.
If you're obedient to the heavenly vision, you can be at peace. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may be obedient to the heavenly vision. I pray if I fall, I will pick myself up and go on. And that's
Mm-hmm.
really good.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, sharing. I love that you can share in AA
Mm-hmm.
and people will listen.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes give you feedback if you ask for it. Yeah, and usually if you ask for help or with anything that you're sharing, you'll get something.
Right. Right. I mean, do you want to talk a minute about like, coming in and, like starting to share like how, that can be kind of scary and what
Yeah.
you get out of it if you do.
Um, when I first went to meetings, I definitely didn't share as much as I do now. I was just, I don't know. I don't know if it was because I was scared and I was like, didn't know what to expect. I guess, yeah, I really didn't know how it would be. I wanted to listen to other people to
Mm-hmm.
get to get the message that way. I didn't want to say something stupid and or seem stupid because I was so new.
Mm-hmm.
But the new things that how can I say it? The newcomer sharing their struggles, even with with people that have long term sobriety, they love to hear that. They
Mm-hmm.
love to hear newcomers that struggling because it takes them right back there,
Mm-hmm.
and to know that they could be back there just like that,
Mm-hmm.
and just back to even if you don't think that you're helping others
Mm-hmm.
by sharing your struggles, you really are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and it feels good to me
And
to.
even if you're like relapsing like over and over again, you're
Mm-hmm.
helping somebody.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I think it feels good to share just to experience that environment of acceptance, where, it's different than if you're sharing at home with friends, other kinds of social groups. Like you might get a fair amount of judgment or unwanted feedback.
Mm-hmm.
But to share in a recovery meeting just feels so amazing because of the acceptance that everyone there is encouraging will, you know, just say, I'm so sorry. Or, they might offer thoughts like, oh, did you ever think of, trying this? But, no one is ever condemning or forceful or shaming. And I think that that is so valuable when we have things to say that are, like shameful from like societal standpoint. Like I wouldn't just go like, hang out with a group of people not in recovery and share the things I do there, because I think they would look at me like, you are crazy. Like, my God, what is wrong with you? But in recovery, everyone understands.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Sorry, I'm tired.
I'm hungry.
Mm.
What?
Just watching you play with that little thing. So Noah entertains himself. It's like a fidget toy, only it's an actual like camera mount or something. I don't know what it is, but
it is. It's for this. That's
okay.
what this used to be on, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Got any closing remarks, friend?
I'm gonna end it with who made a kitten's meow so adorable.
Okay. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever.
Amen.
Keep coming back.
Woo!